Massena clustered around their goaltender, Luca Richards, who will be defending the goal to our right. And it's going to be Bobby Wincott. Certainly nice weather when you think about being comfortable here tonight. Well, both teams setting up at center ice for the opening face-off. Spanberg will face off against Hartman. Seth Service will be facing off against Hartman to start tonight's ball game. They drop the puck, and we're underway. Off the draw, Service trying to bang it in the zone. Off a body, followed up by Lapointe. He dumps it in the Bay zone. Back after defenseman Jeanette. Rips it around the boards. Bounces into the circle. Picked up there by Service in behind the net. Jeanette again to the blue line, kept in. Here's Kerwin's shot. Goes wide into the corner. Joy pinches in to keep it in. Bounces in behind the net. Dumped to the blue line, but not out. Kerwin skates it right down the middle. His shot. Fired it wide. Bouncing puck out to the blue line. Service after it. Can't keep it in. Poke check back in the Massena zone. Joy back to gather it in. Headman to Kerwin. Ryan Kerwin down the left side. Dumps it in the zone. Stopped there by Jeanette again. Mike Jeanette, the defenseman, rips it off the boards to neutral ice. Joy stops it, flips it back in the zone. Delay offsides, but Massena clears. And in behind the net, picked up by Jeanette again. Flips to the blue line, bounces out to center ice, picked up by Frank Joy from Massena. Off the glass, ahead to Lapointe. Lapointe bounce pass in the zone. Spanberg trying to come up with it, but is bounced out to center ice. Here comes P.J. Rochford. He gets knocked down. The puck picked up there by Mike Moyes, and he dumps in the Massena zone. Both teams making changes now. Here comes Lapointe, who's still out there. He's got a partial break, but coming back to break it up is Alex Bay. Rochford pinches by one, has it knocked away, bounces out to neutral ice. Eric DeRosie trying to come up with it, poked away from him, and down into the Massena zone it goes. After it there is Hutchinson, fired it right across the goal mouth. He's going to try to dig it out of the corner. Poke checked away and out to center ice. Here comes Massena. P.J. Rochford down the sideline. Rochford skates in front, and fanning on the shot was Adam Blaze. Pribble follows up. Here's Les Pribble in behind the net. Pribble circles, takes it right in the high slot, centers it. Corey David can't get the backhand shot off. Here's David in behind the net. Rips it around, trying to center it, knocked away, and bounced out to center ice. And it bounces all the way back in the Massena zone. Racing after it there, P.J. Rochford. Rochford flips it ahead to Blaze. Blaze drops for Pribble. Here comes Les Pribble by one check in the corner. Makes the dipsy doodle move. Tries to drop it back to the point. Nobody there for Massena as Massena was making a defensive change. And the Ghosts move it out to center ice. Here comes Matt Chase. His shot from center ice is knocked down by goaltender Luca Richards. Comes to Charlie Durant. Durant trying to flip it out, but is kept in the zone momentarily. Now Mike Dion with it. Here's Dion from the red line. Dumps it in the zone. Racing after Timmy O'Shea. O'Shea going back with Mike Jeanette. Pokes it free. Now Courier trying to come up with it. It bounces to the blue line, and it's out to center ice, Brian Petrie. Stolen away. Scotty Service. Service dumps it in the corner. Going after it there is Jeanette. Flips it around the boards. Back to the blue line. Mike Dion right on, but the shot knocked down just before it got there. Now Charlie Durant shot knocked down in front. Back to the blue line. Durant winds up again. His shot deflected just wide. Rebound, side of the net. Great save in behind O'Shea. O'Shea almost got his first goal there, but a great save. Now the puck hits the post. The rebound. And a great save by Bobby Wincott. Comes to O'Shea. Centering pass right in front. Courier can't get a stick on it. In the corner, here comes Scotty Service to O'Shea in the circle. O'Shea takes it into the corner. Gets bodied out of the play there nicely by defenseman Brian Jury. Gets knocked down, the puck underneath him. Gets back up again, gets knocked down again. Actually, Courier threw the check. Puck bounces free. They dig for it. I don't know how that puck stayed out of the net. I really don't. Here comes O'Shea, dipsy-doodling in the corner. Flips it in behind for Courier, goes by him. And around the boards, it goes to Brian Petrie. Petrie dumps it down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Alex Bay. And Massena with all kinds of chances. Couple of great saves by goaltender Bobby Wincott. Kept it a 0-0 game. We're down to 11:20 left in the first period. And on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, it's still scoreless. Massena coming out with their fourth line now. Jason Converse out there with Joey Weiskopf and Heath McLean. Frank Joy playing the point along with John Rochford. Face off right side. Off the draw, comes back to Joy. He flips it in the corner. Rips around the boards. Pinching in is Johnny Rochford. Bounces away from him. Gets it back again and flips it in the corner. After it there is Timmy Taylor. Taylor flips it along the boards. Stolen in front of the net. Here's the shot. Bouncing in front. McLean fired it wide. And again, a great opportunity for Massena. Here comes Converse. Skates in front. His shot. Save made by Wincott, and he holds on for the face-off. And I think the net got knocked off as well. We're down to 10:54 left in the first period. Still scoreless. Massena, Alex Bay here at the Alex Bay Arena. Converse will face it off against Hartman. Face off to the right of goaltender Bob Wincott in the Alex Bay zone. Ready for the face-off, off the draw. Bouncing puck in the corner. The Bay trying to move it ahead, and they bounce it out to center ice. John Rochford is there, trying to flip it to Heath McLean. McLean bounces ahead, knocked away, comes back to the blue line. Weiskopf can't catch it, and the Ghosts dump it to the Massena line. Here's Joy with it. Ahead to Weiskopf. He loses to Hartman in front. Hartman's shot. Save made, rebound bouncing around. And big save made by the Massena goaltender, Luca Richards, on Hartman. Whoa! Bouncing puck centered into the corner. Comes in front again, all the way back to the blue line. Wills, his shot. Deflected wide in the corner. Johnny Rochford after it, comes up with it. Skates it in behind the net, goes to Frank Joy. Joy trying to flip it ahead, knocked down, and gets it back again and bounces it out to center ice. Dump back in the zone. Delay offsides, puck cleared, and down the ice into the Massena zone it goes. Racing in after it is Converse. He's ridden into the boards by Jeanette. And Hartman picks up the loose puck. Moves it along the boards, out to center ice. Service there to Steele. Comes to Frank Joy at the blue line. Here's Joy, dropping it back to Ryan Kerwin. Puck dumped right back into the zone. Here comes Lapointe in front. And Spanberg just fanned on the shot. Couldn't get a stick on it. Puck comes back to Lapointe. Lapointe in the right corner. Drops it for service. Knocked away. Comes back to the blue line and is dumped down the center ice. All the way back in the Massena zone. Picked up there by Chad Schneider. Schneider's headman on the stick of Lapointe. Here comes Lapointe trying to flip it through. Knocked away. Bounces to the blue line. And it's dumped back out to center ice. Here comes Schneider again for Massena. Over to Kerwin. Kerwin to Lapointe. Lapointe breaks out again. On a stick of service. And he has it knocked away there by Alex Bay. They dump it right back down the ice. That was Mike Pitts. And another icing called on the Ghosts. The faceoff will move back inside Alex Bay territory. We played 5:55 in this first period. It's still scoreless on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Not for lack of chances, though. Faceoff will be to the right of the Alex Bay goaltender, Bobby Wincott. Service to take the draw. Back to the blue line, bouncing around out to center ice. Massena couldn't keep it in. Service regroups. Back across the blue line, Lapointe. Lapointe trying to drop it through, but it's knocked away. And still in the zone. Here's Spanberg with it. Spanberg in the corner now, circling, looking to set it up. Takes it right in front, drops it in front, service, trying to go to Lapointe. Lapointe knocks it down in front. They bang at it, and Wincott's going to cover up for the face-off. 8:39 remaining in the first period. It's still scoreless. Massena, Alex Bay. The Adam Blaze line coming out. Blaze, Pribble, and Corey David. We've got, let's see here, Pitts out there with Hutchinson and Chase for the Ghosts. DeRosie at one point along with P.J. Rochford for Massena. And now Blaze skates over to the bench. And I'm not sure what the problem is, but they're going to replace him with Jamie Courier. Something to do with his equipment. Apparently a problem with his face mask, so Courier will take the face-off. Off the draw, puck in the corner, ripped around the boards by Brian Jury. DeRosie steps in, trying to keep it in. Goes to Corey David, bounces away from him. Out by the blue line, kept in by Pribble momentarily. Now the Bay bumps it down the ice, and it goes all the way back in the Massena zone. Richards leaves it in behind for P.J. Rochford. Rochford wraps it around the boards to Pribble. Pribble trying to move it out. Knocked to the blue line. Bounces out the center ice again. Headman pass. Corey David takes it across. David centering pass just a little bit behind Pribble. And the puck clear to the blue line and out to center ice. Here come the Ghosts. They're going to dump it right on. Richards has to make a save. Puck comes to P.J. Moves it ahead for Corey David out to center ice. Picked up there by Mike Wills for the Bay. His pass intercepted. Corey David goes to Pribble. Pribble dumps it into the zone. Picked up by the Bay defense. Right back out again to the Massena line. Eric DeRosie's there. Drops it along the boards. Bounces free. Here's a chance for the Bay. And the shot is knocked down in front. And I think Richards made a save. as the puck came right in. Again, Massena a little lackadaisical with the puck when they have it in their own end. And now the puck bounces out to center ice. Back dumped into the Massena zone. Back into the corner it goes. DeRosie picks it up there. Around the boards for Rochford. Lets it go for Corey David. Back to Rochford. Rochford. Stick handles out to center ice. Goes to Courier. Knocked away from him. Picked up by Mike Wills. Wills off the glass to the blue line. Back out is Scotty Service. Service's pass drops back into the Massena zone. Charlie Durant has to race in after it. Durant moves it to Dion. Dion bounce ahead to Service. Service springing O'Shea. Here comes O'Shea. Centering pass. Courier shot up over the net. Nice three-way pass play. Bouncing puck in behind the net. And the net's knocked off its moorings. And we'll have a face-off. We're down to 6:49 left in the first period. Still no score in the hockey game. Massena OFA. Massena Alex Bay, rather, on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Now Massena coming with the O'Shea line out there. O'Shea, Service, and Courier. Dion and Durant at the points. And for the Purple Ghosts, it's going to be Hartman's line out there. Brian Hartman with Courtney John and Mike Moyes. O'Shea to take the faceoff, right side in the Bay zone. Here's the draw, won by Alex Bay. Comes to the defense, Tim Taylor wraps it around the boards. Dion keeps it in at the point, flips it to O'Shea. Here's O'Shea, in behind the net, gets knocked down, gets back up again, flips it back to the blue line, the pass intercepted, and the Bay breaks it out of the zone. Dumped into the zone by Mike Moyes, comes in behind the net, in the corner, picked up by Durant. Charlie gets tied up there. Puck squirts free. O'Shea is there. His pass intercepted. Bounces to the side of the net. Picked up by Service. He dumps it to neutral ice. Taylor right back in the Massena zone. Durant is there again. Charlie's headman pass on the stick of O'Shea. O'Shea goes to Service. Scotty takes it across. Takes it wide in the corner left side. Here's Scotty Service in behind the net. Still got it. Wraps it around. The save made. The rebound poked into the corner. O'Shea looks for some room. Takes it in front. He's got room. He scores! Timmy O'Shea picks up his first goal of the season. And the Red Raiders pick up a 1-0 lead. And that was, I guess you could say, inevitable. So O'Shea gets his number one goal of the year. His first goal. And Massena takes the lead 1-0 here in the first period. So the Red Raiders have finally solved the goaltender. And a lot of hustle and smart play by Timmy O'Shea made that goal work as he waited until he had a chance to shoot when there weren't a maze of players in front of him to block the shot. 1-0 Massena on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard with 5:54 remaining first period. Off the draw, the fourth line of Massena out there, and Weisskopf dumps it in the zone. After it is Mike Jeanette, has it stolen away. Here comes Converse. High slot, poke checked. Converse gets it back again. We have a whistle in front of the net. And we're going to have our first penalty of the game as Heath McLean will get an interference call, and the Red Raiders will go to penalty killing. And the Alex Bay Purple Ghosts will go on the power play. Raiders lead it 1-0. Massena will stay with the same players out there, Weisskopf and Jason Converse, Frank Joy, and John Rochford. Brian Hartman out there to center the power play unit. Johnny Rochford has it knocked away. Puck goes in the Massena zone. Joy in the corner, wrapped away from him. Joy in behind the net, goes after it. Gets it back again. Rips it around the boards. Here's Hartman. Hartman, Weisskopf pokes it away. Hartman gets it back. Flips it in behind for Moyes. Stolen away by Joy again. Joy pokes it away. Bounces free in behind the net, and it's stolen by Weisskopf. Weisskopf tried to clear. Hartman kept it in. In behind the net to Moyes. Moyes going to Courtney John. Centering pass. Hartman shot. Save made. Rebound. Cleared out to center ice. Puck dumped back in the Massena zone. Frankie Joy picks it up. He's got a lot of room this time. And down the ice it goes. Deep in Alex Bay territory. Puck in behind the net with 45 seconds remaining in the Alex Bay power play. They're going to leave it for Hartman. Brian Hartman skates it out of the zone. Here comes Hartman to the Massena line. Dumped into the corner. Luca Richards stops it behind the net. Flips it around the boards now. Keeping it in is Courtney John. But it bounces away from him, and Massena clears it right down the ice. We've got Courier and Spanberg out there killing it. Courier in behind, almost stole it from the goalie. Tries to flip it out to the blue line. It comes to neutral ice. Drop pass goes to Kerwin. Here comes Ryan Kerwin. He's just going to dump it in the Alex Bay zone. 10 seconds left in the power play. In behind the net, the Ghosts leave it for Hartman. Here comes Hartman. Long head man knocked down, but it's controlled by Alex Bay. They move it out to center ice. That's Brian Jury. He just dumps it in the Massena zone. Penalty has elapsed. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Out to neutral ice, dumped right back in again. Stopped in behind the net by Luca Richards. Leaves for Kerwin. Ryan Kerwin drops it to Schneider. Schneider's head man. Out to center ice. LaPointe has it knocked away. Bounces free to Spanberg. Josh turns around in his own end. Here's Spanberg. Bounce pass. Ahead to Seth Service. Service has it poked away. Comes to Spanberg. Spanberg drops it for Kerwin. Kerwin dumps it in the Alex Bay zone. Puck rips around the boards. Here's LaPointe with it. LaPointe, side of the net, circles in the corner. Looking, he's got Spanberg in front. His shot, and he scores. And you thought LaPointe was going to wait, and then he did wait. All of a sudden, he flipped it over to Spanberg, and Spanberg picks up his 10th goal of the year on the pass from Mike LaPointe, and the Raiders go up 2-0. So Spanberg gets his 10th of the year on the assist from Mike LaPointe, and I'm trying to think who the other assist, probably Service, but we'll wait on the official, and we'll let you know. So the Raiders lead it 2-0 here, as we're down to 3.5 in the period. Here comes Service again, stick handling and dumping it in the corner. He goes after it himself, trying to tie up the Alex Bay defenseman. Puck squirts free to Spanberg. Back to Kerwin at the point, knocked away, out to center ice, but Spanberg is there. Here's Spanberg with it, circling, getting forechecked by Mike Pitts, but he comes away with it. Here's Spanberg flipping it ahead, doesn't clear the zone. Now it's out to center ice, bounces away, comes to Josh. Josh flips it in the corner, Alex Bay zone. Puck ripped around the boards. Mike LaPointe steps into it, takes it in the corner. He's taken out of the play. Service comes up with it. Service has it poke checked away, comes to the blue line. Schneider trying to keep it in, he can't. Back out to center ice. Schneider backhands it, right back in the zone. Massena clears. Comes to Mike Jeanette in behind the net. Jeanette now bangs it out to neutral ice. Stepping in front of it is P.J. Rochford. Rochford to DeRosie. DeRosie to Spanberg, and he just deflects it in the zone as Massena wants a line change. They'll get the Adam Blaze line out there. Puck flipped along the boards to the blue line. Rochford tees it up. It's blocked. Bounces free into the corner. After Pribble trying to come up with it, he blocks the trying clearing pass. Pribble flips in the corner. Nobody there for Massena, picked up by Brian Petrie. DeRosie pokes at it, keeps it in the zone nicely. Here comes Adam Blaze. Skating in front, his shot, he scores! And it's 3-0 Massena on a screenshot by Adam Blaze. And that one I think Bobby Wincott would like to have back, as he let it go right by his glove side and reached at it after it had already gone over the line. So the Raiders take a 3-0 lead on the goal by Adam Blaze. And after a slow start, the Raiders have come to life here, scoring 3 quick goals to take the lead on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Here's Adam Blaze with it now, dumping it right on. Wincott has to make the save, and he'll hold on for the face-off, and we'll do it all over again. Our broadcast tonight on WMSA brought to you by Homestead Dairy, West Hatfield in the corner of North Main and Maple Street in Massena. Also by your friends at the Village Engraver, located at 80 Parker Avenue in Massena. By Seacom Federal Credit Union, 30 Stern Street, Massena. Coca-Cola Bottlers, Outer East Orvis Street in Massena. That should be number 15, not number 18. But we know who scored. Puck off the face-off. Massena tried to clear it in the zone, knocked out the center ice. But here comes PJ. Nice cross-ice pass to Pribble. Pribble skates it in left corner. Stops, looks to set it up. Gets knocked off the puck, gets back up again. Flips to Corey David in behind the net. Here's David with it in the corner. Looks to move it in behind. He's got it. Corey David looks in front. He's got Blaze. It bounced off his stick. Nice pass. Blaze to David. David's going to skate in front. Short side shot, and it's on the mesh as he hit the side of the net with it. And we'll have a face-off with 1:18 left in the first period. And they're going to move the face-off outside the zone because it was a Massena shot that tied it up. Also, I think we're going to have a penalty against Alex Bay. After the play, that penalty is going to be on, let's see here.
Alexandria made penalty with number 19, Brad Starr, lineman, and the half was remaining.
Brad somebody. I don't have a 19 on my lineup. Well, anyway, Massena goes on the power play. Bouncing puck comes to Service. Service back to Durant. Durant winds up. His shot deflected right on. Rebound. Bangs at it, and it goes in the net as Jamie Courier was the last man through, and he'll get the goal. A great shot by Charlie Durant, deflected by Timmy O'Shea. Good save made by goaltender Bobby Wincott, but he left the rebound for Jamie Courier, and the Raiders take a 4-0 lead with 1:06 remaining here in the first period. Raiders lead at 4-0 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Hartman will take the face-off against O'Shea. Off the draw, here come the Ghost. Here's a shot from center ice, is gloved off at net by Richards. He leaves it side of the net, the bouncing puck in behind, as Hartman almost came up with that. A little bit of miscommunication there. Puck across the goal mouth, racing for it is Courier. He'll drop to Durant, flipping ahead for O'Shea. Bouncing puck. And I guess that was O'Shea who got the goal, huh? His second of the game, his second of the year. Okay. I thought Courier got a piece of it, but O'Shea is the one who deflected it in. So Timmy O'Shea gets the goal for Massena. He's got 2 in this first period. We are down to 26 seconds. Puck in the corner, Alex Bay zone. Ripped around the boards by the Ghost defense as they try to just clear it out of there. Puck bounces free to the 45, to the blue line, out to center ice. Headman goes to Hartman. Hartman in on Durant. He's going to just flip it in the corner as he's running out of gas. Puck around the boards comes to Moyes. Intercepted. And Service flips it down the ice. They wave the icing off with 2 seconds, 1 second. That'll take care of the first period. So the Raiders come up with 4 goals in the first period and lead the game on a score of 4-0. Our broadcast on WMSA brought to you by Homestead Dairy and the Village Engraver. Also by the members of the CECOM Federal Credit Union, located at 30 Stern Street in Massena. By Coca-Cola Bottling, out of Restorba Street in Massena. Also by Massena Building Supply, 70 Water Street. By Massena Ons here in Alex Bay. But if I had to guess, I'd have to guess east to west. Would that be right? Yeah, okay. East to west. We're on the south end, which means that's the east end that Bob Wincott is defending, and Luca Richards defending the west end. The benches are on the north. But Dave McClendon would be proud of me. Ready to go here. Seth Service will face off against Hartman, and we're underway. Off the draw comes to Frank Joy. Joy, at his own blue line, goes over to Johnny Rochford. Rochford headman. Mike Lapointe, he takes it in the zone. Here's Lapointe right down the middle. Now it bounces in behind the net. He'll feed it to Spanberg. Josh drops it back in the corner for Lapointe. Lapointe circles by the check, flips it in front to Spanberg, gets by the defense. Spanberg in front, and Service scores on the pass from Spanberg. And Massena goes up 5-0 as Seth Service on a nice pass from Spanberg. Lapointe will also pick up an assist. Lapointe dug the puck out of the corner, fed it to Spanberg. He dipsy-doodled around one defenseman, came across the goal mouth, and then dropped a nice little feather pass back to Service, who buried it. And the Raiders go up on a 5-0 score. Early in the second period, Service will face off again against, let's see, who is it against? Somebody coming in to take the draw. And that's going to be, let's see. Well, we'll pick it up in just a moment. Charlie Cullen. Here comes Massena, and another shot. The save made. Bouncing puck in front of the net. Sharp angle shot. Another shot. Another shot. Couple of big saves. Bouncing puck in front. And Massena is going to be called, I believe, for knocking it down with a high stick. And, yeah, that's what they called. So Massena with 2 or 3 cracks. Bobby Wincott with 2 or 3 saves. And the faceoff will move outside the zone. And the Raiders will change up. 14-19 remaining in period number 2. And on the A1 TV and appliance scoreboard, Raiders lead it 5-0. Off the face-off, P.J. Rochford with it, rather. Rochford trying to bounce it ahead, but it's pinched in the zone. Comes bouncing free. Pribble is going to come up with it. Here comes Les Pribble for the Raiders. Moving it out to Corey David. David has it poke checked away. Good play made by Mike Moyes, and the puck kicks free. Picked up by Charlie Cullen, knocked away from him. Comes to the blue line of the Ghosts. They move it out. Bouncing free, and it's dumped in the Massena zone. And the save is made by Luca Richards on a long-range shot. Eric DeRosie picks up the puck in behind his own net, has it knocked away. Bounces past P.J. Rochford. He takes a whack at it. Puck bounces free, comes to Pribble, and he's going to move it out of the zone. Here's Les Pribble. Long headman pass meant for David. Corey's racing in after it. It's going to bounce right in on net, and Wincott will flip it in the corner. Pribble after it there. Here's Pribble with it. Back to the blue line. DeRosie's shot. Good save made by Wincott. Picked up by Corey David. David flips it in front to Pribble. He's knocked off the puck. Comes free in front of Adam Blaze. He whacks at it and fires it wide. Puck in the corner again. Bay defense trying to clear it. Blaze picks up the puck after a Pribble check. Flips it in behind the net. Here's Corey David with it. David's centering pass bounces by everybody to the blue line off a leg into the corner. Now the puck bounced to the blue line. The Bay looking to move it out. P.J. Rochford keeps it in. Has it knocked away. Back out to neutral ice. Here's P.J. with it in his skates. He skates across the red line. Here he goes. Here comes P.J. right in front. The shot, the save made by Bob Wincott. And he's going to hold on for the faceoff. And we are down to 12:46 left in the second period. On the Corky's collision, or I should say on the A1 TV and appliance scoreboard, it's 5-0 for the Massena Red Raiders. Face off to the right side of goaltender Wincott. And we got Timmy O'Shea's line out there. O'Shea will face off against Mike Pitts. I will. Off the face off. What's that? 3 Sarahs and a Mara. The Massena cheering section, and they're making some noise here. 3 Sarahs and a Mara. Okay. Anyway, the puck's still in the Massena zone. It's stumped in behind the net. Ryan Kerwin there to flip it around for Jamie Currier. Currier bangs it ahead, has it knocked away again. Purple Ghosts control it. That's Mike Pitts. Pitts trying to slide it in front, but it's Schneider stepping in front, stealing the puck. He's going to wrap it around on the other side of Kerwin. Here's Kerwin looking up ice. Ahead to Service. Service has got Currier, and it's knocked away at the last second. Raiders keep it in the zone, though. Dump it in behind the net. Jamie Currier with it. Currier takes it out of the corner. Skates it right in front. Oh, it's Service missed by about an inch. Now Kerwin pinches in, trying to keep it in the corner. Here's Kerwin with it. Whacks at it. Has it knocked away. And the bouncing puck, that's Matt Chase, finally banging it down into the Massena zone. Trickles on end. It's picked up by Chad Schneider. Schneider's headman. Service. Service deflects for O'Shea. O'Shea busts by the defense. Here's Timmy O'Shea. Stick handling. Nice backhand shot. And a good save made by Wincott. O'Shea digs the puck out himself. Behind the net. Service shot. Score! And it's 6-0 for Massena. A beautiful feed by Timmy O'Shea to Scotty Service. And he buried it by Wincott. And the Raiders have taken a 6-0 lead here with 11:27 remaining in the second period. Oh, my goodness. We're really in trouble now. Patrick Slack is running the video camera. That's a scary thought. Jason Converse out now with Heath McLean and Joey Weiskopf. He'll face off against Tony Scott. Scott out there with Bob Williams and Brian Petrie. Off the face-off. Puck poked free. Comes to Petrie, and Petrie dumps it in the Massena zone. Back after Mike Dion in behind the net. He's bodied off the puck by Bobby Williams, but stays with it, flips it ahead for McLean. Knocked away from him, comes to Charlie Durant. Durant's going to try the other side, and he can't clear the zone. He gets it back again. Here's Durant in the corner, being forechecked by Williams. It comes free to Weiskopf. Weiskopf tries McLean. McLean trying to clear the zone, kept in at the point again. Comes to Charlie again, Durant. Flips it around the boards to McLean. McLean just pokes it out to center ice. Dumped right back in the zone, delay off sides, but the Raiders clear, or I should say the Ghosts clear, and so does Massena. Here's Heath McLean, a long-range blaster, and the save made. Puck bounces back to the blue line. Into the corner it goes. Picked up by the Ghost defense. They're just going to ice it, and Richards lets it go by for the icing, and we'll have a face-off back in Bay territory. 10:34 remaining. Second period. A1 TV and appliance scoreboard says 6-0. Is that right? Up here on the scoreboard, they haven't changed the 5 yet, but it's actually 6-0 for Massena. So the Raiders doing what's expected of them, scoring goals here. against Alex Bay without too much problem. Taking a look at the 2 goals in the period, Seth Service picked up his 8th of the year from Spanberg and LaPointe. Then it was Scott Service from Timmy O'Shea, and O'Shea picks up his 4th point of the ball game. Timmy's having a heck of a game. Off the face-off, puck around the boards, controlled by the Ghosts. Mike Moyes dumps it to the Massena line. And the Raiders are going to be called for controlling with a high stick as Charlie Durant knocked it down on the way by with a high stick, so the face-off will come just inside the Massena zone. And we're going to have some changes here as the Raiders will come out with the Seth Service line, Service, Spanberg, and LaPointe. And Hartman's line will stay out for the Purple Ghosts, Hartman, Moyes, and Courtney John. Off the draw, puck dumped in the Massena zone, Frank Joy with it. Joy flips to LaPointe. LaPointe trying to get by the check. Poke checks it, doesn't clear the zone. Now he gets it back again. And here comes LaPointe digging down ice. Here's LaPointe stopping by the blue line. Cross ice pass knocked away. It comes to Service. It bounces over his stick. And the Ghosts bounce it out to center ice. Johnny Rochford back in the zone. Right back out again. Picked up by Moyes. Moyes' pass is knocked away. Bounces free at the Massena blue line. Picked up by Johnny Rochford. Rochford drops it for Joy. Joy's headman meant for Spanberg. A little too far. Is it going to go far enough for icing? Boy, I'll tell you, it just barely made it as Spanberg almost got it before it crossed the line. But it crossed the line, it did, and down it goes inside Massena territory. We're down to 9:47 remaining. Period number 2. A1 TV and Appliance scoreboard reads 6-0 for the Massena Red Raiders. Broadcast brought to you by the members of the CCOM Federal Credit Union, 30 Stern Street, Massena, by Coca-Cola Bottling, outer East Orvis Street in Massena. Hartman against Service. Hartman wins the draw to the blue line. Here's a shot way wide in behind the net. Joy flips it to Rochford. Rochford headman, Service. Service looks for Spanberg breaking. He's got him right on his stick. Here's Spanberg. Makes the dipsy doodle move right in front, deflected. And a good save made by Wincott on the shot by LaPointe. And Wincott backs into his net and knocks it off its moorings. What a great pass that was. Ahead to Spanberg from Service. And Spanberg busted in and unselfish. He really had a shot but flipped it over to LaPointe. LaPointe deflected it right on. But a great save by Bobby Wincott. Kept it 6-0. Face-off will occur inside Ghost territory to the left of goaltender Wincott, who's been busy this evening. Even busier this second period than he was in the first. We saw 12 shots in the first, and I'm sure there'll be a few more than that here in the second. Off the draw, Rochford tees it up, his shot. Wincott makes the save. Rebound. Spanberg takes a whack at it, can't get it, and it's iced by Alex Bay, and we'll face it off again inside Ghost territory. Raiders will make a change as they'll come out with the Adam Blaze line. Blaze out there centering Les Pribble and Corey David. The Ghosts are going to stay with the Hartman line out there for them. Here's the draw. Face-off one goes to Corey David, back to P.J. Rochford. Rochford over to DeRosie. DeRosie flips it in the corner for Pribble. Pribble looking to set up in behind the net. Goes to Corey David. David looks to center it back to Pribble. His shot. Nice save by Hartman. Bouncing puck in the corner. Pribble leaves it for Blaze. Gets away from him. The Ghosts look to move it ahead. Mike Moyes with it. And he's going to dump it down the ice. Another icing call against the Ghosts. And another face-off back in Alex Bay territory. 8:59 remaining, second period. Raiders on top, 6-0 on the A1 TV and Appliance scoreboard. Next game will be a big one Friday night. The Raiders a return engagement with the Canton Golden Bears at the Massena Arena. That's a game that was postponed from earlier in the season. That'll be Friday night, 7 o'clock, and of course you'll hear it live. DeRosie to the face-off to Rochford. His shot deflected in front, bounces into the corner. Picked up there by the Ghosts. Knocked away by Massena. Bouncing free to the blue line out to center ice. DeRosie is there. Eric DeRosie backs into his own zone, then flips it ahead for Corey David. David digging for it to Adam Blaze. Blaze busts in right side, cranks it up. The shot, the save. Rebound into the corner. David after it there. Big Corey goes in behind the net with Mike Jeanette. Corey flips it ahead to Blaze. Blaze gets tied up in the corner, skates out of the fray. Here's Blaze, looking out by the blue line, circles wide. Blaze, centering pass in front, David. David, backhander shot, save made by Wincott. Puck bouncing free to the blue line. Rochford pinches in, keeps it in. No, he can't keep it in. Comes to DeRosie. DeRosie has it poke checked away by Matt Chase, and Chase just dumps it in the Massena zone. After it, PJ. PJ moves it ahead. Here comes PJ getting the return pass to Adam Blaze, knocked away. Back to the Massena line. Here's a chance for Hutchinson. His shot, save made. Rebound, Hutchinson can't come up with it. Comes to Corey David. David's backhand pass doesn't clear the zone. Comes back to DeRosie. DeRosie skates it ahead. Here's DeRosie to David. David just lets it go in the Alex Bay zone. We're going to have a line change here for Massena. Puck bounces to DeRosie again at his own blue line for the Raiders. His headman pass, Scotty Service. Service deflects it in the zone, trying to chase it down, knocked away. Comes back to PJ. Whoops, he lost it, finds it again. Flips it ahead. Here comes Timmy O'Shea. O'Shea to Service. Scotty winds up. His shot goes behind the net. Bounces out toward the blue line. Kept in at the point. Jamie Courier circles, stops, flips in the corner. Comes to Service in behind the net. Service and O'Shea, they get tied up, and the Alex Bay defender falls on top of the puck. And we'll have a face-off. Just past the halfway point of the hockey game, with 7:04 left in the second period, A1 TV and Appliance scoreboard reads 6-0 for Massena. Broadcast also brought to you by Massena Building Supply, 70 Water Street in Massena, by Massena Optics, 55 Main Street, downtown Massena. Both sponsors making our broadcast possible here this evening. O'Shea out there to take the face-off for the Massena Red Raiders inside Alex Bay territory. He faces off against Tony Scott. The puck all the way around the boards, and Kerwin couldn't catch up with it. It goes by him back in the Massena zone. Here's Ryan flipping it around the boards for Jamie Courier. Courier has it knocked away. Bouncing puck in behind. Kerwin throws a check. It comes free to Courier. Courier rubbed off the puck. O'Shea comes in to help out. Skates in behind the net. Here's O'Shea. Loses it. Gets it back again. Here's O'Shea skating out of the pack. O'Shea, headman, right on the stick of Service. Service does the dipsy-doodle move, has it swept away by defenseman Jury, who wraps it around the boards. Kerwin, did he keep it in? Well, we'll find out in a moment. No, apparently he didn't. As the whistle blows, and the face-off will move outside on the offside. Didn't look like he did, and I guess he didn't by quite a lot. 6-0, Massena leads with 6:24 remaining. Period number 2. Jason Converse out there to face off. Off the draw, Charlie Durant flips ahead. Gets it back again, dumps it in the Alex Bay zone. Bouncing puck in behind Heath McLean, trying to come up with it. Beaten to it by the defenseman Timmy Taylor. Taylor clears to center ice. Poke checked away as Brian Petrie tried to come up with it. Now it's Weiskopf. Weiskopf flips it right back in the zone. Goes by Taylor in behind the net. After it, Converse to McLean. Here's McLean trying to cross-ice pass. Comes all the way back to Durant. Durant tees it up, flips it in the corner. Looked like he was going to shoot. Bouncing pass, gets by him out to neutral ice. Charlie has to retreat. He's going to flip it over to Mike Dion. Dion headman pass for McLean, and he touched it on the way by. Icing waved off. Goes in behind the net to Taylor. Taylor gets tied up by McLean. We have a whistle. And what'd they call? Net off? Okay, the puck was in the back of the net. Okay, so we'll have a face-off, I think, inside the Alex Bay zone. 5:37 remaining in period number 2. Raiders up 6-0 on the A1 TV and Appliance scoreboard. Converse stays out there. He'll face off against Brian Hartman. Face off left side in the Bay zone, off the draw. Massena wins it. Here's a chance in front from McLean. McLean trying to get the shot off, bouncing free. They bang at it. It's still free in front. And finally, it's cleared into the corner by the Ghosts. Here's another shot across the goal mouth. Durant keeps it in. We got delay penalty on the Ghosts. Massena controls the puck, though. They're going to try to get that extra attacker out, except Alex Bay touched it. And I'll tell you what, Luca Richards had a long way to get to that bench, because the bench is on the far side from where he's playing goal. And as a result, Alex Bay touched it before Massena could get out there. First penalty of the second period goes to the Purple Ghosts. Cross-checking call going against Mike Wills. So the Raiders go back on the power play, and they come out with a Spanberg service LaPointe line. Johnny Rochford, Frank Joy at the points. Face off right side, inside the Alex Bay zone. Raiders lead at 6-0. Now wait a minute here. Johnny Rochford's going to come off. Nope. Yep, he is. He didn't have his mouth guard in correctly, so he's off. So Ryan Kerwin will come out. Off the face-off, LaPointe to service in the corner. Seth goes to Spanberg at the 45. Here's Josh, winding up, his shot knocked down, bounces in behind the net. LaPointe, poke checked away from him. Mike in the corner, flips back to service. Service. Hartman banging against him. Puck bounces free to LaPointe. He and Hartman jam for it. Comes free to service to LaPointe, back to service. Service to Spanberg. Massena running the overload power play. Back to Joy at the point. His shot kicked out. Good save made. Puck bounces up into the Massena bench. And we'll do it all over again. Face it off inside Alex Bay territory. Good save by Wincott on the shot by Joy from the point. Now Kerwin comes off and Rochford comes back on. Apparently he has adjusted his mouth guard. And we'll face it off on the right side again. Service against Hartman. Service wins the draw to Spanberg. Spanberg in the corner. He and Hartman go together. Puck bounces free. Spanberg gets it back again. Skates in front, then circles. Here's Spanberg back to the point. Frankie Joy. Here's Joy winding up. Shot. Score! I don't know who deflected it or if it was a straight shot, but Massena goes up 7-0. We'll see who they give the goal to. But Massena 2 for 2 on the power play here as they score their second power play goal of the game. 7-0, Raiders lead it with 4:25 left in the second period. Service stays out there with his line mates. Coming out to take the face-off, Pitts for Alex Bay. Off the draw, back in the Bay zone. LaPointe gets a piece of it, has it knocked away. Dumped right back in the zone by Rochford. Yeah, it is Joy getting the goal from the blue line. Here's service. Dipsy Doodling has it poke checked away. And Spanberg picked up the assist on the goal for Massena. Puck in behind the net, Joy with it in his own end. Gets double teamed, gets it away to Johnny Rochford. Here comes Rochford starting out left side, slides it ahead for LaPointe. LaPointe to service. Service takes it in, stick handles into the corner, stops, tries to flip it through, knocked away, bounces to the blue line. The Ghosts will move it out to center ice. Headman pass by everybody and down into the Massena zone. Richards going to stick it ahead to neutral ice. Dump right back in again. And Frank Joy will regroup and pick it up. Here's Joy with it. Skates it out on the left side. Headman to Spanberg. Here comes Spanberg. Met at the blue line. Puck knocked away. And back it comes inside Massena territory. Service back after it. Looks up ice. Goes by Spanberg to the Alex Bay line. Picked up there by Brian Jury. He dumps it, and it goes up into the screen. And the faceoff will come outside the zone. 3:12 remaining, period number 2. Raiders lead it 7-0 on the A1 TV and Appliance scoreboard. We've got Adam Blaze's line out now. Blaze out there with Pribble and David. Face off neutral ice. Comes to David, back to Blaze. Blaze skates it, over skates. David follows, winds up. His shot, the save is made. Puck side of the net, and covering up is Wincott. He'll hold on for the face-off. Face-off will be to the left side of Wincott in the Alex Bay zone. 7-0 our score in favor of the Massena Red Raiders. Off the draw to the blue line, PJ. Rochford flips it in the corner. Goes in behind the net. David lets it go around to the other side. Adam Blaze. Blaze gets tied up on the defense. The puck squirts free. Picked up by Blaze. He fires it in behind. Goes to Pribble in front. And he couldn't get the stick on the shot. He had a wide open net to shoot at. PJ pinches in. Keeps it in the corner as the Bay tries to clear it. Comes in behind the net. Mike Jeanette. He gets tied up. There's going to be a penalty. A hit from behind. And let's see here. I think Pribble is going to get the gate. Yep. So Alex Bay goes on the power play here with 2:34 remaining in the second period as the Raiders pick up their second penalty of the game. They lead it 7-0. Blaze out there with David, Rochford, and DeRosie. Hartman's line out for Alex Bay. Hartman, Courtney John, and Mike Moyes. Off the face-off, Corey David with it. Drops it for DeRosie, who dumps it down the ice, and it's going to go right in on net, and the save made by Wincott. Puck in behind, picked up by, well, they were going to leave it for Hartman, but now it's going to go on the other side. Coming out of there is Jeanette, has it stolen away by Blaze. Blaze flips it to David, he's got a wide open breakaway. Corey shot, oh, hit the post. Adam Blaze stole the puck at the blue line and just lofted it into Corey David. He went in on goaltender Wincott all by himself, and he hit the post with it, and the puck bounced up over the net. And Adam Blaze hurt his hand from the looks of it. I don't know what happened to him, but he's holding his hand, and he'll come off the ice. So now we've got Scott Service and Jamie Currier out there. P.J. Rochford, DeRosie stay. Hartman will take the face-off. Off the draw. Puck controlled by the Bay in behind the net. Here comes Hartman. Long headman pass. Knocked away by DeRosie. P.J. Rochford flips to the Bay line. Back into the zone. Here comes Alex Bay. Headman pass goes in behind Currier. Jamie Currier along the boards. Hartman picks it up. Flips it behind the net again. Goes over on the other side. P.J. Rochford down the ice. 40 seconds left in the power play. Back after it there is Brian Jury. Jury flips it ahead. Comes to the Massena line, out to center ice. Now it's picked up by Currier. He's going to skate it right back the other way. Currier takes it in the corner. Here's P.J. Rochford. Rochford just wasting time. We got penalties as Currier mixing it up with the Alex Bay player in behind the net. They look like they're trying to do a dance there. And there's going to be penalties. So Currier is going to get the gate along with Brian Jury. Matching minors will be the call, probably for roughing. So Currier and Jury get penalties. Now, this is an interesting situation in this penalty box because they're right next to each other, but I guess once you leave the ice, that's it. So, penalty, it'll be 4-on-3 plus the goaltenders here, I think. Now, they only put one penalty up so far. Oh, that's right, they just wipe out when there's already time on the clock. So they're putting double minors. Okay, so they each get a double minor. So they each pick up 3 minutes. Now they take them off again because, like I said, they wipe when there's time on the clock. So the net result is a 5-on-4 power play remains for the next 22 seconds. Then we're back to full strength because the double minors will wash. Double minor for roughing. Double minor. So they're both double minors for roughing. So they've got 3 minutes to serve, so they'll serve those penalties into the third period. Off the face-off, Alex Bay trying to clear the zone. They do out to center ice. Picked up by Courtney John into the Massena zone. The return pass knocked away. Here's Service with Spanberg. Service has it knocked away to the red line, dumped right back in the Massena zone. 2 seconds. Massena trying to clear, and they do. Dumped right back in. Knocked down by DeRosie. He looks up ice. And we're back to full strength. DeRosie flips to LaPointe. LaPointe to Service. Here comes Service to Spanberg. And offsides will be the call. 51 seconds remaining in the period. Massena leads at 7-0. 4 in the first, 3 more here in the second. That was a good call, wasn't it, Joe? That was a good call, yeah, absolutely. The Massena crowd didn't like it because it had the looks of a three-way pass play. Off the face-off, Service across the blue line. That's Seth. Looks to center, right in front. Spanberg! What a blast, and the save made by goaltender Wincott. Spanberg just teed it up and cranked it. Now back to service in front. Here's service shot. Score! And Massena gets their fourth goal of the period. And now, where service just blasts, or I should say Spanberg just blasted it, Wincott made the save. That time service just kind of let a little slider go through, and that one beat Wincott to give Massena their 8th goal in the final minute of the second period. Raiders lead it 8-0 on the A1 TV and Appliance scoreboard. Back out to neutral ice. Pitts will face off for the Bay against Seth Service. Off the draw, puck in the zone. Here's Mike Lapointe after it. Lapointe in the corner. He gets hacked. There's going to be a penalty. Here's Lapointe. Back to the blue line. Spanberg cranks it up. Scores! No? Hit the goalpost. Massena still controls. Did hit them both, didn't it? That's what I thought. Did both posts. So anyway, there's a penalty in Alex Bay. And let's see here who gets the gate. I think that's Mike Wills for hooking. So they gave Spanberg credit for that last goal, but that was service. Yeah, that's right. Getting things mixed up a little bit here at Alex Bay. 18 seconds remaining in the period. 8-0, so Massena with 4 in the first, 4 in the second. Here's Spanberg on the power play, skates in front of the net. Skates, shoots, scores. No, they wave it off. For what? Man in the crease, perhaps? They waved the goal off, but I don't know why. I think it had to be man in the crease. What else could they have called? Yep. Mike Lapointe gets called for being in the crease, so they waved the goal off. Off the draw, Service has it knocked away. Down in the Massena zone with 5 seconds left. Ryan Kerwin with it. Skates behind his net, and he'll let time run out. And the second period ends with Massena scoring 4 more. Optics, 55 Main Street downtown. And certainly sour wine along with Mike Jeanette. Mike Dion at one blue line for Massena along with Charlie Durant. Dion ahead to Mike Lapointe. Lapointe drops it back to Dion at the point. Massena setting up their power play. Cross-ice pass. Spanberg shot. Hit the goalpost. That's the second post he's hit in about 2 minutes in playing time. Holy cow. Puck goes to the side of the net, and it's covered up by Wincott. Definitely had Wincott beat, and he hit right where the post and the crossbar join, right up in the corner. Face-off will move over to the left side of goaltender Bob Wincott with 14:37 left in the third period. Service out there to draw against Pitts. Off the face-off, puck to the blue line. Mike Dion has it poked away. Down the ice it goes. Crawls into the Massena zone, and Durant will have to chase it down. Rips it in behind the net. Mike Dion. Dion lost it, almost lost it in front. Actually, he meant to pass it ahead and didn't put enough on it. Now the puck comes to Spanberg. Skates it across, gets by the D. Flips it, takes it into the corner. Centering pass in front, Dion. He fired it wide, coming in from the point. Nice pass by Spanberg. Dion right back out at the point. Flips it over to Charlie Durant. Charlie winds up, then fakes the shot, has it knocked away, and down the ice it goes. Trickles in on Luca, and he flips it ahead for Dion. 4 seconds left in the power play. Didn't look like the Raiders are going to get a power play goal here. Here comes Spanberg. Penalty as he elapsed. Josh skates in front for Lapointe. And Lapointe was too well tied up by Sauerwein, the defenseman, and the puck trickled in on goaltender Bobby Wincott, and he'll hold on for the face-off. 8-0, Massena leading. We are in the third period. Corey David coming out. And David's going to center a line of Heath McLean and Les Pribble. So apparently Adam Blaze's injury is he's not out there anymore. I don't know exactly what happened to him. It was some kind of a hand injury. But he's not out there. So Corey David will be the centerman on this unit with Les Pribble and Heath McLean. Off the draw, McLean shot, he scores! And Corey David will pick up the assist. David drew it back to McLean, who stepped in and wafted it by goaltender Wincott. And the Raiders score their 9th goal in the game and lead it 9-0. Heath McLean picking up a goal. So everybody getting in on the act here tonight against Alex Bay. Scott takes the face-off. Off the draw, goes deep in the Massena zone. Johnny Rochford in behind the net for Frank Joy. Joy trying to come up with it. It bounces free in the high slot. Here's a backhander through traffic, and Luca covers it up. The whistle blew. The puck ended up in the net, but the whistle blew before it got through, and it was waved off immediately by the official. And the faceoff will come to the right side as that puck ended up in the net, but the whistle had already blown. So both teams have had a goal nullified by calls here in the game. But it doesn't hurt Massena quite as much. Alex Page is looking to break the shutout in this third period. Oh, is it his wrist? So, swallowing, okay. Well, hopefully it's nothing serious. See, that's the problem with a game like this. Here comes Massena. Courier ahead to Pribble. Pribble takes it across. Gets the shot off. Save made. Rebound in front. Cleared into the corner by Sauerwein. Stolen away by Corey David. David, stick handles in front. Backhander right on. Rebound, David. Another shot, another save. Pribble wraps it around in front. Centers it, but it's knocked back to the blue line and out to center ice. Johnny Rochford over to Frankie Joy. Joy steps by the check. Here's Joy with it. Skates by one, by two. Takes it across. Flips to Pribble. Busting in. His shot scores! Up over goaltender Bob Wincott's shoulder, and the Raiders go to double figures and lead it 10-0. And 12:41 remains in the third period. On the Corky's Collision scoreboard, the Raiders have hit double figures and lead it 10-0. Raiders on their way to their 10th victory against 2 losses. Massena 10-2. Big game on Friday night when they host the Canton Golden Bears. They pounded Canton last week 6-1, but you can bet the Golden Bears will come back looking for a little revenge on Friday evening. That game starts at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air with High School Hockey Report at about 6:45. Now, I don't know what the holdup is. The referee got hit? Oh, my goodness. After the save, the goalie threw the puck, or after the goal, rather, the goalie took the puck out of the net, threw the puck, and hit Kenny Hunter in the face with it. And I'm sure it was inadvertent, but we'll see what happens here. I think there's going to be a penalty on it. Pribble gets the goal from Joy, and the Raiders go up 10-0. And I think we got a penalty as well, but we'll wait and see. If it is, it's a penalty on the goalie for throwing the puck that hit the referee. And the penalty will be the same time as the goal. Now to take the face-off will be Mike Moyes for Alex Bay. The Raiders win the draw. McLean drops it back to Kerwin. Kerwin flips it ahead to O'Shea, takes it across. O'Shea in front, Scotty service shot. Rebound, McLean shot, save. Here comes O'Shea, and he can't find the handle on it. Kerwin pokes at it, it's knocked free, and it's picked up there by Brian Jury, dumps it down the ice. Massena with a couple of great chances right there. Good saves by Wincott. Ryan Kerwin with a puck in his own end on the wing. Gets it back again. Here's Kerwin. Headman pass to McLean. Heath turns it up and flips it in the zone, left side. Bounces in behind the net to Taylor. Taylor gets tied up. Puck pokes free to O'Shea. Here comes Timmy skating in front of the net. Backhander, save made. Timmy looking for the hat trick. Nice shot, good save. O'Shea gets tied up, knocked down, but gets the puck free to service. He can't control it, and it's Jury with it, dumping it down the ice. Puck bounces in behind. Ryan Kerwin chases it down. 30 seconds left in the power play for the Massena Red Raiders. Here comes O'Shea picking up the puck. Drops it back for Kerwin. Kerwin Over on the other side, Schneider, he racks it into the zone. Bouncing in the corner for Timmy O'Shea. O'Shea in behind the net, gets by the check. Here comes O'Shea, centering pass in front, and it's intercepted. O'Shea gets it back again. Trying to go back to the blue line, it's knocked away. Here's Kerwin trying to come up with it. In the corner, puck circles into the Massena zone. Hard check thrown by McLean. Puck kicks free to Kerwin. Kerwin gets tied up. Penalty as he lapsed. We're back to full strength. Headman by O'Shea to McLean. Here comes McLean to service. Scotty takes it across, has it knocked away. And it's dumped back into the Massena zone all the way down the ice. Icing will be the call. They had Courtney John. Wincott off the draw. Alex Bay wins the faceoff. They control. It's Mike Mills with it. Mills to Mike Jeanette. Jeanette back to Mills in behind the net. We've got the Converse line out for Massena. DeRosie pinches in, gets it to Weiskopf. Here's Weiskopf. Back to the blue line. Converse rather. Converse backhander right in front, the save made. And the Bay is going to ice it again. Down the ice it goes. Now they're going to wave it off because Luca Richards came out to play it. In behind the net, P.J. Rochford throws the check. The puck bounces free, and it comes to Jason Converse. Converse looking to headman, a Weiskopf. Joey has it knocked away back to the Massena line, picked up by Eric DeRosie. DeRosie drops it to P.J. Rochford. Rochford moves it ahead, intercepted by Alex Bay's Mike Mills, and he dumps it back in the Massena zone. Here's DeRosie in behind his own net, flips it on the wing to Weiskopf. Weiskopf can't clear the zone. Now it's banged out by DeRosie. Back to the Massena line, and in the zone it goes. After it is Rochford. Under 10 minutes to play in the third period. Rochford rips it around the boards. Puck comes to DeRosie. DeRosie headman to Converse. Here comes Jason Converse with it. Takes it into the Massena zone, or into the Alex Bay zone. Trying to drop it. It's going to be knocked back out to center ice. DeRosie cranks it up. Dumps it right back in the zone. Stopped there by Mike Mills, the Alex Bay defenseman. He'll drop it over on the other side for Jeanette. Jeanette flips it down the ice, goes off a stick, back into the Massena zone, picked up by DeRosie. DeRosie has it knocked away. Here's a chance side of the net, but it bounces in behind. Picked up again by Hutchinson. Hutchinson gets tied up. The puck underneath him. Poke check free. Raiders control. Trying to clear the zone. Kept in. Here's an opportunity in front. The shot goes high. Bouncing puck in the corner. DeRosie after it. Flips it along the boards. Trying to move it to Mike Lapointe. Lapointe throws a check. Flips it in behind. Knocked away. Bouncing puck side of the net. And Lapointe skates out. Here comes Lapointe down the left side with Spanberg. Michael takes it in left side. Stops. Gets knocked down. Has it knocked away. And out to center ice, and down the ice it goes. That'll be an icing call against Alex Bay and move the face-off back inside Ghost territory. Well, we had, about a minute and a half of nonstop action there without a whistle. Yep. Face-off moves back inside. Alex Bay zone. Service will face it off for Massena against Mike Pitts. Pitts out there with Chase and Hutchinson. Off the face-off, Chase with it. He scored on himself. Chase tried to clear the puck in behind the net, and he scored on himself. And I don't know whoever was closest for Massena will get credit for that one. But the Alex Bay player scored on himself as he tried to clear the puck in behind the net, and he put it right in the net. And the Raiders go up 11-0. So the faceoff moves back out to center ice. Off the draw. Massena controls. Charlie Durant ahead to Spanberg to service. They call that one an offsides, and the faceoff will move outside the zone. Service gets credit for the goal. Spanberg picks up an assist. Well, that's the easiest. Here comes Lapointe in front. Shot. Score! Lapointe broke in all by himself, and Deke goaltender Wincott and then beat him over the shoulder. And that makes it 12-0. With 8:17 left. And that ought to be enough, I would think. Out to take the face-off is Courier. Corey David on one wing, Tribble on the other. David shot. He fires it way wide. Durant keeps it at the point. Flipped it to Pribble. Knocked away from him. Picked up by Corey David. David still has it. Top of the circle. Back to Durant at the point. He winds it up. And David kicked it. And it goes wide. Puck in the corner. Corey David after it. David centering pass in front. Pribble can't get the shot off. And the bouncing puck comes out to center ice. Service picked up an assist on LaPointe's goal. And the puck trickles into the Massena zone. Durant flips it to Dion. Dion rips it around the boards for Pribble, who leaves it for Courier. Here comes Courier, busting in on the right side. Winds up his shot, save made by Wincott. And the puck goes in to the wall, and we'll have a whistle. With 7:29 left in the third period. And on the Corky's Collision scoreboard, Raiders lead it 12-0. Face-off will be to the left side of goaltender Bob Wincott. We've got Courier out there with Pribble and David for Massena. Service with the goal that they scored against themselves, picks up that goal. He gets a hat trick with it. Joy with the puck. Top of the circle, trying to flip it in the corner, knocked away. Picked up by Pribble, though. Pribble takes it, trying to go right down the middle to David. David to Courier. Courier shot. Nice save made by Wincott. Puck in behind. Bouncing in behind the net. David. Here's Corey. Wraparound play. Goes right across the goal mouth. Joy pinches in. Joy in the corner. Picks up a crowd. Goes back to Pribble at the point. Winds up. Shot deflected in. I think Corey David will get the goal on the deflection. And the Raiders pick up their 13th goal. Lead it 13-0. That's their 5th goal of the period. As Matt Fennessy will come in to play goal for Alex Bay. So Bobby Wincott's seen enough rubber for one game, and Fennessy will 4 in the second, and now 5 here in the third period. And the Raiders lead it 13-0. And let's see here. We're about ready to face off. Timmy O'Shea's line out there. He'll face off against Mike Moyes. Off the face-off. Puck into the Alex Bay zone. After it is Jeanette. Flips it to the blue line and out to center ice. Dumped right back in by Chad Schneider. Massena clears the zone. The Bay clears the puck. It comes ahead to Moyes. Moyes flipping across the blue line. Gets the return pass, but can't get the shot off. Schneider has him too well tied up. Now the puck comes to O'Shea, loses it in front, and is flipped wide. Good opportunity there for Courtney John. He just fired it wide. Bouncing puck controlled by Massena. Ryan Kerwin, headman pass to Scotty Service. Knocked away by Jeanette out to neutral ice. Here's McLean, flipping in the zone. Massena clears. The puck does too. Dumped right back in by Kerwin. Controlled by the Bay. They flip it ahead to the Massena line. Racing in after it is Moyes. Moyes in behind the net, looks to center, knocked away, comes to O'Shea. O'Shea goes to Heath McLean. Here comes McLean. Shovel pass ahead to Service, kicked into the zone. Alex Bay territory. Mike Mills picking it up, wraps it around the boards to the blue line, and out to center ice. Got 2-on-1 for the Bay. Here comes Moyes with it in the zone. Moyes and Courtney John, centering past John, and he fired it wide. Best chance of the evening for Alex Bay, and they didn't get a shot on net. Back comes O'Shea. Stick handling swept away on the defense. I think the Bay was just too tired to really put much into that attempt. Here's a shot by Heath McLean. That's wide. Puck around the boards. Kept in by Schneider. Comes back to the blue line out to center ice. Schneider again. Circles. Winds. His drive. Save made by goaltender Fennessy. His first save in the game. Puck comes out to the blue line. Kept in there momentarily, but now the Ghosts will move it out. Here comes Chris Brennan. Brennan flips it ahead for Davis. His shot is blocked, and back out to center ice it comes. Brennan and Davis getting their first chances in the game. Puck dumped down the ice. They wave the icing off. Under 5 minutes to play. DeRosie rips it around the boards for Spanberg. Spanberg circles, starts out. Here comes Josh, building up the head of steam. Takes it in the zone, winds up the shot. The goalie did the turtle, but it was high. Puck along the boards. Bounce to the blue line. Joey Weiskopf with it. Flips it ahead. Here comes Converse, and he has his shot deflected up over into the screen, and they blow the whistle, and we'll have a face-off. 4:22 left in the third period. The Raiders lead it 13-0 here on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. Face-off and move outside the zone. Jason Converse will take the face-off. Converse out there with Weiskopf and Spanberg. Different combination here. Off the face. Puck comes to the blue line. Here's a shot from center ice. Bounces in behind the Massena net. P.J. Rochford in after it. The whistle blew, and I don't know what the whistle blew for. I think there's going to be a penalty, perhaps. No. No, they just blow the whistle, and the face-off will be inside Massena territory to the left of goaltender Luca Richards. No idea what they blew the whistle for. Off the draw. Puck bounces ahead. Here comes Spanberg. Dipsy doodling, gets right by the D. Spanberg breaks in front, gets hauled down. There's going to be a penalty on the Ghosts. As Josh just blew by the defenseman. I mean, like they weren't even there. And he's calling for a penalty shot, but they're not going to give it to him, I don't believe. Penalty will go against Alex Bay for tripping. Yep. Let's see who gets the gate. I guess that's going to be Tim Taylor. Spanberg just blew by him like he wasn't even there, and Taylor had to trip him up from behind. So Massena goes back on the power play again with 3:58 remaining in the third period. So the faceoff moves in the Bay zone. O'Shea out there with Converse and Spanberg. Converse, I guess, who's going to take the faceoff? Jason Converse will take the faceoff for Massena. Off the draw, puck trickles in front of the net. Converse trying to backhand her, can't come up with it. Puck rips around the boards to the blue line. P.J. Rochford keeps it in. Flips to Spanberg. Here comes Spanberg. Has it poked away. Goes after it in the corner. Dipsy doodles by one. Here's Spanberg in front. Can't get the stick down on it. And the puck dumped by the Bay down the ice. Into the Massena zone. Eric DeRosie in behind the net. Flips it on the other side to P.J. Here comes P.J. He's going to lead the... No, he flips it ahead off sides on Massena. They didn't call it. Here's Spanberg. Has his pass knocked away. Back the other way comes Tony Scott and flips it down deep in the Massena zone. P.J. Rochford to DeRosie. DeRosie to Spanberg. Here he comes. Spanberg takes it by one. In the zone by two. Knocked away. Out to center ice. P.J. Rochford with it. Under 3 minutes to play. 30 seconds in the power play. DeRosie ahead to Timmy O'Shea. A little bit too far. Knocked back out to neutral ice. Spanberg drops it. Return pass. Spanberg across. Gets by the check. Into the corner after it. Here's Spanberg. Gets tied up. Stays with it. Skates out of the fray. Centering pass. Goes all the way back to the blue line. Eric DeRosie. DeRosie flipping in the corner to O'Shea. O'Shea to Spanberg. Back to O'Shea. Intercepted. And the puck bounced to the blue line. DeRosie keeps it in. Finally, it's knocked away and down the ice it goes. They wave the icing off. Luca Richards comes out to play it. It's going to leave it for P.J. Rochford. Rochford starts out for Massena. Ahead for Lapointe. Lapointe has it knocked away. Back across the blue line. Gets it back again. Here's Lapointe. Takes it in on the left side. Looks. Gets by one. Here's Lapointe. Shot. Nice save. Gets the puck back off the pad. Takes it in behind the net. Lapointe back to Dian at the blue line. Michael skates into the circle. Gets tied up. And the puck is cleared by the Ghosts. And it trickles back in the Massena zone. Durant back after it. Flips to Dion. Knocked away from him. Puck bounces free to Lapointe. Lapointe feeds it to Service. Service's headman pass knocked away. Puck comes back to the Massena line. Charlie Durant to Lapointe. He's got some ice. Here's Lapointe winding up. Fires it in behind the net. Bouncing puck in the corner. Picked up there in front. Lapointe fires it wide. The Bay trying to clear it. They do out to center ice. Under 2 minutes to play here. Charlie Durant with it. Ahead for Pribble. Pribble can't catch the pass. It's knocked back to the Massena line. Mike Dion with it. 1:10 and counting. Here's Dion. Headman pass for service, a little bit too far to the blue line, kept in by Dion. Here's Pribble, score! 14. Pribble just cruising across the slot, just banged at it, and it went by goaltender Matt Fennessy to make it 14-0 for Massena with 1 minute even remaining in the third period. Let's see here. Corey David out now to take the face-off as we play down this last 1 minute in the period. Off the draw. Puck goes back into the Bay zone. Flipped to the Massena line. And it bounces in front, picked up there by Johnny Rochford. Rochford gets hammered. Puck bounces in behind the net. Here's Frankie Joy. Joy skates it in behind, looks up ice, flips it ahead for Courier. Courier tries to leave for David. Got a delay offsides, and the Bay touches it, so offsides will be the call with 35 seconds remaining in the third period. Massena going to their 10th win of the year against 2 losses, a 14-0 so far whitewash of Alex Bay. But still with 35 seconds left, you never know what's going to happen. Off the draw, puck comes to Frank Joy, circles in his own end, looks up ice, and then circles back again. Flips it ahead for Courier. Jamie starts out. Headman on the stick of Corey David. David centering pass across the goal mouth. Johnny Rochford waves at it. He can't come up with it. Courier gets knocked down. Puck slides to center ice. Johnny Rochford flips it ahead. Knocked away from him. Comes to the Massena line. Bounces free. In the zone. Bounces back out to neutral ice. Here comes Massena's Heath McLean. McLean gets bodied into the boards. Courier throws the check, and the buzzer sounds. And this one goes in the book. A 14-0 win for the Massena Red Raiders. Again, our final score, Massena 14, Alex Bay no score. Stay tuned for the post-game show on WMSA.